Bodybuilding, I mean, lifting wise, my father used to lift. My brother used to work out a lot. And I used to play a lot of sports. So eventually, I kind of just leaned toward wanting to work out. And it just basically led to the addiction that I like to call that you see today. I'm the only one in the family that wanted to try actually competing in bodybuilding at everyone. And once I did, I just loved it. Even though I did shit my first show, I looked like straight up dog shit. I enjoyed the process of the whole thing. So I just, I knew that first show for me wasn't like, it was a mess. And I know, like I said, I know the potential that I have, and I knew that back then. So I wanted to do a real prep, have a real coach. And the next show I did, I won the teams. The rest is history at that point. I mean, I knew it early. Not everyone else knew it or believed in it the way I did. I planned to win, the Honor Olympia. People think it's crazy. People thought when I was 17 thinking I could do this for a living, I was fucking crazy. But here we are. And I always believed in myself. And I believe that's just all you need to do. And at the time, my mother always would yell at me, "You need plan B. What if this doesn't work? You need plan B." I'm like, fuck plan B. No, I don't yell at my mother, but I didn't, that was the only time I never really listened to my mother, because I've like, the saying goes, plan B distracts from plan A, and bodybuilding was the only thing I wanted to be successful at.
Now, who was your biggest inspiration outside of anything fitness or bodybuilding related?
My parents. For many reasons, to be honest. I mean, they, even when they were younger, from what I know about them, they were very much so on their own, and they had to defend from themselves when they had my brother when they were like 17, 18 years old. So, they instilled in me what working hard is, what, doing what you have to do, being successful in, their own way that they could. And even with me and my brother, they always put me and him first. No matter what we did, no matter how much it cost, no matter the damage it would do, they always did it. And like I expressed this in another video, I forget which one, but I never truly realized, because you're young, what type of, how expensive bodybuilding truly is. And knowing that, they paid for a majority of everything for me, I never realized how much of a hit they actually took because of it. And now, so that was always one of my main motivations, because I always felt like if I lost, I was letting them down, and I just felt like everything that they just did was a waste. And you know how parents are. They're always, "No, you did the best you could. We love you." Which is true, right? But in my head, it's like, no, I lost. And now the situation that I'm in, I don't want to say it's my job now, but I want to be able to give them back what they've done for me, so they can live a life that's much easier and pay off shit and just not have to stress about anything. Honestly, I think the biggest sacrifice, and a lot of people would probably think like, you gave up your fun years. I had my fun years in high school. I was not the best kid, whatever. Honestly, but I do honestly feel like my biggest sacrifice was moving away from my family, because I never thought, I knew it would happen eventually, but I didn't think it would happen so soon. And I thought like, the first time I'm on my own, I would still live in Jersey, just in my own spot. So moving completely away, for me, that was the biggest sacrifice, just because of how close me and my family are. And it was hard. Even though like I moved down here 6 weeks out from Chicago, so it's like my focus was on Chicago. But once Chicago was over, I think that's when it finally like hit me. Like, wow, like my family's not here. And just last week, that was my first birthday without them. So it was like bittersweet for me because it's like I had everyone here, which is awesome. That support, like it was great, but then I didn't have them, So that just it hit me hard a little bit.